It's time for the NFC Championship game. What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 11 of this Green Bay Packers Madden 24 franchise series. And today I'm playing the NFC Championship game against the Dallas Cowboys. I can't remember if you guys knew that or not when we won the divisional round against the 49ers. I can't remember if you guys already knew that or not. I don't know. I think you did, because I thought the 49ers and Packers game was the last game of the divisional weekend. But either way, we're playing the Cowboys in Dallas or in Arlington at AT&T Stadium in the NFC Championship game. We're both 10-7 in the regular season, and then including the playoffs, both teams are 12-7. So both teams 10-7 in the regular season, and then 12-7 including the two playoff wins for both teams. As we beat the Eagles and 49ers, and then the Cowboys beat the Cardinals and the Panthers, I believe. So yeah, we beat the Eagles and 49ers, and then the Cowboys beat the Cardinals. No, not the Cardinals. They beat the Falcons and the Panthers. So it was the Falcons and Panthers, not the Cardinals and Panthers. They beat the Falcons 28-25 in Dallas. Then they went to Carolina and beat the Panthers, who were the 2 seed. Cowboys are the 3 seed. The Cowboys went into Carolina and beat them 38-22, and now obviously they're playing us. And so they beat the Falcons at home, and they beat the Panthers in Carolina, and now they're playing the Packers back at home. Because like I said, we're the 4 seed, they're the 3 seed. We were both 10-7 in the regular season, but the Cowboys had the tiebreaker because they beat us in like week 16 or something of the regular season. And that game was in Dallas, and the Cowboys beat us. Therefore, they had the tiebreaker over us, and because of that, they're the 3 seed and we're the 4 seed. If we won that game, it would have been the opposite, and this game would be in Green Bay. But because we lost and they won, they have the tiebreaker, and therefore they're the higher seed. And because of the higher seed, the game's in Dallas. And then on the other side, you have the 7-seeded Ravens. 7-seeded Ravens who beat the 2-seeded Jaguars 21-10. Then in Jacksonville, then they went to Pittsburgh to play the top-seeded Steelers. So they went to Pittsburgh to play the 1-seeded Steelers, and they beat them 31-21. So they beat the Jaguars by 11, then they beat the Steelers by 10, and now they're playing the 4-seeded Bills in Buffalo, of course, because the Ravens are the last seed. So the game's in Buffalo. So 7-seeded Ravens at the 4-seeded Bills, and then the 4-seeded Packers at the 3-seeded Cowboys. So the games are obviously in Buffalo. The AFC Championship game is in Buffalo, and the NFC Championship game is in Arlington. And we'll see. My prediction for the Super Bowl is Packers-Bills. And yeah, so we'll know right when we load it into the game, though, because we're the AFC Championship game's first, the AFC Championship game's first, the NFC Championship game is second. Therefore, right when we load into this game, we'll see at the bottom of the screen who won the AFC Championship game, and also we'll know who the NFC, and also obviously because we'll see the final score of the AFC Championship game, we'll know who the winner of the NFC Championship game will play in the Super Bowl. This is season number 2, so it's the 2024 season, so this is Super Bowl 59, and I believe Super Bowl 59 is in New Orleans. But yeah, they have Micah Parsons, a 99 overall right end, X-Factor. He has 57 tackles, 14 tackles for a loss, 12 sacks in the regular season. And then our offense is ranked 22nd, their offense is ranked 7th, and then our defense is ranked 4th, their defense is ranked 15th. So they have a better offense ranked-wise, but we have a better defense ranked-wise. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, we beat the Eagles 10-3, then we beat the 49ers 15-12. The Eagles game was at home, but the 49ers were the 1 seed, and we beat them 15-12 in San Francisco. So we beat the Eagles 10-3. Then we beat the 49ers 15-12, so we'll see how we do. Obviously, the game plan is just to run the ball, run it down their throats, because that's what we did in the first 2 games, and we won by 7 and then by 3. So we'll see. Let's play the conference championship right now. Play full game, of course. And yeah, if we win this game, we're going to the Super Bowl, and the next episode of the series will be the Super Bowl. If we don't get to the Super Bowl, this series and this season will both be over. I mean, they have Micah Parsons, they have Dak Prescott, they have Terrence Bradley, which he might be a rookie. Maybe they got in the draft last year, because I just said this is because they might have got that rookie in the draft because, like I said, it's season number 2. And then we have Alexander, Bakhtiari, Jones, Love, Watson, Dobbs, Jerry Jeudy, who we got via trade from the Broncos last season. So, yeah, we're in 82 overall. They're in 85 overall. But I'm pretty sure the 49ers were in 86 overall. And we beat them. And now we're playing the 85 overall Cowboys in Dallas. And this is a playoff rematch from last season in this game and in real life. In real life, obviously, the Packers beat the Cowboys in the wild card round. And then in this game, in the divisional round last season, so in season number 1, we played the Cowboys in Dallas in the divisional round and lost. This year we're playing them again. This time it's in the NFC Championship game. The game's still in Dallas, but this time it's in the NFC Championship game. So we'll see. Play call enhanced. Skill level is all pro, and the game style is simulation because it's pro or rookie, pro, all pro, and all Madden. And I'm on all pro, which is one step below all Madden. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we lost to them last year in the divisional round in Dallas. This year, we're playing them again in Dallas, just in the NFC Championship game this year. So let's try to get that revenge from season number 1 here in the playoffs of season number 2. Let's watch the presentation. Alan Roach, NFC Championship. Here we go, winner of the Super Bowl. NFC Championship game, Packers Cowboys here in Dallas. Opposite the Cowboys head coach is Mike McCarthy, the former Packers head coach a few years ago. So a lot on the line. You can see the winner will play Baltimore or Buffalo in Super Bowl 59. And we'll see in a few seconds here who won the AFC Championship game. Because, like I said, the NFC Championship game is second. And the AFC Championship game's first. Let's say we did the ball first, which I guess is fine. I'd rather we did the ball to start the second half, but it is what it is, and Buffalo won 37-34. So my prediction was Buffalo, Green Bay, and well, that's obviously for that to be correct. Buffalo and Green Bay have to make it. Buffalo made it, and now I almost busted that. So obviously my prediction was Buffalo, Green Bay. They did that right. Obviously it has to be Buffalo and Green Bay. And it's Buffalo. That's one down, one team down, one to go. Here comes Jordan Love and the Green Bay offense. 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 19 interceptions in the regular season. And then in the playoffs, I think he has 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, I think. I think that in the playoffs he has 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Pretty sure. Here we go. First play from scrimmage for Green Bay. And he got 4. Obviously, obviously this is still Madden 24. Obviously, Madden 25 hasn't come out yet. So, obviously, we still have Jones in this game. Obviously, in real life now he's on the Vikings, but whatever. Here we go. Second down and 6 for Aaron Jones, and he tripped over his own guy. Dude, that was going to be a first down. That would have been a first down if he didn't trip over his own guy. I'm going to run it again. He's on the other side now, but a bad snap. And now here's Jones, and he's got the first down. That was a gutsy call on 3rd and 5. I ran it. But, hey, it worked. Now I'm going to throw it, but I just wanted to ease back into the game a little bit. 6-minute quarters, by the way, 6-minute quarters. So, yeah, Buffalo's 9-8, or in the regular season they were 9-8, and they won their division, the AFC East. Now here's a throw. Jaden Reed, first down. And then I believe the Ravens had a better record. Yeah, the Ravens were 11-6. The Bills were 9-8. So even though the Ravens had a better record, the reason why they were the 7th seed is because, and the reason why they were the 7th seed and the Bills were the 4th seed is because the Bills won their division, the AFC East, and the Ravens didn't win their division, which is the AFC North. The team that won their division, the AFC North, was the Steelers, who who were the 1 seed in the AFC and the team that the Ravens beat in the divisional round. So, despite being the 7 seed, the Ravens won 2 road games in Jacksonville and in Pittsburgh, but they weren't able to win that 3rd road game in Buffalo, as Buffalo wins 37-34. And now here's Jones, and it's only 3rd down and 4. So yeah, like I said, the final score is 37-34 Bills. So the winner of this game will play the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 59, as the Bills are looking to win their first ever Super Bowl. Obviously, they haven't won a Super Bowl. There was that one time, or one span, where they went to 4 straight Super Bowls in like the 80s. I think it was the 80s, where the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls in the 80s, but lost all 4. Here we go. It's 3rd down. And now here's a throw over the middle, and it's caught. 1st down. And that's Musgrave. Like I said, I believe it was the 80s or the 90s, where the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls, but lost all 4 of them. And they've never won one. And they're 1 win away from doing that. But, obviously, they'll be either playing the Cowboys or the Packers. And now here's Jones, as we're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions. 2nd down and 5. 2 minutes left in the 1st quarter. And like I said, it's 6-minute quarters. So we've taken up over half the quarter. This is the game plan that we did in the Eagles game and the 49ers game, and it worked. Hence why we won by 7 and 3. Now it's 3rd and 2, but I'm noticing not inside zone. Minute 20 to go and counting. It's been almost a 5-minute open and drive. 3rd and 2, and Jones has got the 1st down. And there's an injured Packer. It's Royce Newman, one of our offensive linemen, number 70 there. 1:12 to go. The clock is stopped. I'm gonna do a halfback slip screen. 8 rushes, 2 passes on this drive. Screen to Jones. And now here's a throw to Jones, and that almost was picked off. There was no blockers. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. And it's a dislocated shoulder for Royce Newman. Sean Runyon is his replacement, and he won't return in this game. So Runyon will come in for Newman. 45 seconds to go in the quarter. It's 2nd and 12. I'm going to try to get a little closer for 3rd down, so I'm going to run it on 2nd. And that's why I did that. Now it's 3rd and 3. He got 9 of those yards back. 30 seconds to go in the 1st quarter and counting. And now we're going to do a cross drag here. 15 seconds and counting to go in the quarter. I do not have to snap it, but I'm going to snap it. Here we go. 3rd and 3. And now here's as the last clip ended right when I threw the ball, but it was caught. Here's the replay by Jaden Reed, as it was on like the crossing route. You can see he just was cutting over the middle on the goal line. He was open, and he caught it in the end zone for the touchdown, and that was almost a 6-minute drive. For a 6-minute touchdown drive that took up almost the whole 1st quarter. 8 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Sitting up in Green Bay as they strike first here on the road in the NFC Championship game. And the extra point by Carlson is good. 7-0 Green Bay. That's a 5-minute and 48-second drive. 13 plays, 58 yards, 5 minutes and 48 seconds long. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. In the 1st quarter, 7-0 Green Bay. The wind is 8 miles per hour blowing with this kick. So keep that in mind. So the roof must be open. Is there a roof in Dallas? I think there is. So the roof must be open. And that wind, because it was blowing with the kick, so it was at the back of Carlson. That's why I went. Out of the end zone for a touchback. But remember, you switch ends after each quarter. So for the 2nd quarter, the wind will be blowing in the face of Carlson. Here we go. From the 25, here's Dallas. First time here in the NFC Championship game, and that is a 19-yard reception to Gallup. End of the 1st quarter, 7-0 Packers, but the Cowboys have the football. So 1 play for the Cowboys during the 1st quarter, they gained 19. Up to the 44, empty backfield for Dallas. Now, their offense is good, but we dodged the pressure. And now the throw-up ball is caught by Lamb. 2nd down and 5 from the 49. And now here's a run by Pollard. They don't have Elliott. I don't think that. Well, they don't have Elliott. 3rd and 1 now after a 4-yard run by Pollard to our 47. They got to get 1 yard for the first. An empty backfield on 3rd and a yard. And now here's a throw on like a little slant, or not a slant, but a little hitch route 3 for 3, 33 yards for that Prescott. First down Dallas, excuse me. Up to the 38. Come on, boys. And now here's a throw on a slant, and it's incomplete. Good defense by Douglas on Lamb. Doing a mid-blitz 0, which that means almost I'm sending the house. We got it to him. You can see everyone lined up in the box. They're coming. Oh, come on! Get him! And he's sacked by Slayton. As the first sack was missed, but Slayton cleans it up for the sack. As almost did in there was Devondre Campbell, but then Slayton got there, and it's 3rd and 20. 3rd and 20 from the 49. This wasn't a blitz. Plenty of time for Prescott. He'll throw it, and wide open is Gallup, and he's down to the 3. 1st and goal as they gained 46 yards on 3rd and 20. I should have sent the blitz there. I did a Tampa 2 zone, which wasn't a blitz, but you can't let a quarterback just sit there. 1st and goal now from the 3, and he is sacked! And it's Devontae Wyatt. 2nd and goal from the 13. Halfway through the 2nd quarter, 2nd and goal from the 13, trying to keep him out of the end zone. I don't want to be that guy. And now here's Prescott again. He's sacked again! Lucas Van Ness. That's 3 sacks on this drive. Back-to-back sacks. That's 3 sacks in 4 plays. And sacks on back-to-back plays. And it's 3rd and goal from the 24. But we just gave up, obviously, 46 yards on 3rd and 20. But I'm blitzing this time. And now here's a throw. Picked it off! Okay, it's incomplete. Double coverage. He almost caught that, though. But good job by the defense. Held on the 3. Or, who knows, he might miss this. But it's 41 yards for their kicker. 41 yards, left hash. And the kick is good. And remember, the wind's blowing with them because we switched ends because of the quarter. So the wind's at the back of Sanders, who is their kicker. I saw his nameplate. So the kick is good. It's 7-3. They took up about 4 minutes. 2:15 to go in the half. 7-3 Green Bay. And Dallas gets the ball to start the second half. So keep that in mind. And now here's Reed. He's up to the 27, 28. 2:11 to go. 7-3 Green Bay. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. And they did the ball after halftime, so it's pivotal that we did at least 3 here. But obviously we can't have another 5 minutes, almost 6-minute drive. There's only 2 minutes left to go. But when you do that, first down, and that will take us to a 2-minute warning. 7-3 Green Bay. So we can't have another almost 6-minute drive because there's only 2 minutes to go, like I said. But we can run it a few times if it works. And that did not work. 2nd down and 10. I got no huddle here. And now there's a throw. That ball's intercepted as it's picked off. And back the other way, that ball, yeah, it's a touchdown, not ball. It's Vander S with the pit six as he jumped the route. As he jumped the route to the football, as it was a crossing route, and it was picked off. And I don't know why I said that ball. I was starting to say that ball is gone, but we're not playing baseball. But as unfortunately he was intercepted, Jones wasn't able to tackle him. And then Love wasn't able to tackle him either. And the Cowboys have their first lead as they scored 9 points in a span of like less than a minute. 10 points in less than a minute now. And we're down 10-7. No need to panic. 1:32 to go. We still have all 3 timeouts. We just have like 30 less seconds. Or 45 less seconds than we did last time. And we're losing. But if we can let's get 3 here to tie the game. And now here's Reed on the return. And he's up to the 27. 1:28 to go. We have all 3 timeouts. So we gotta be a lot smarter. Gotta be a lot smarter with the football. Well, and then I just threw another interception. Yeah, why would I throw that? But also, like, that wasn't even to anywhere near. I'm playing dumb. And yeah, this is not good because they did the ball after halftime too, and they're at the 20. Here's a throw up, ball's caught, and he's down to the 7. I'm playing dumb. I mean, this is exactly not what I wanted to, exactly what I didn't want to do. It's not my game plan, but when you get away from your game plan, it's hard to recover, and that's a touchdown. Well, that was my fault. I mean, I know the defense didn't really do anything, but when you're put it like that, when you're put in a position like that. Well, it's 17-7, 56 seconds to down. We gotta get at least 3 here because they did the ball after halftime. But yeah, I mean, they were put 2 plays, 16 yards, 24 seconds. But when you throw an interception like I did, I just panic. Like, I'm just playing dumb. I'm playing stupid. Let's not return this one. Touchback. So from the 25, we gotta get at least 3. If we did a touchdown, we're back in it. But we can't play dumb. We cannot play dumb. I mean, I've thrown 2 throws and it's 2 interceptions. And now here's a throw to Judy. He's got it. And we'll call our first time out. If we did a touchdown, it would be 17-14. They would get the ball after halftime, though. But I think it'll be fine because the first time they had the ball, I mean, they only got 3 from midfield. And now here's a throw up, ball's caught, out of bounds, stop, sits. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. We did a touchdown here, we're back in it. Just gotta play smart. Now here's a throw, crossing route, Jerry Jeudy. And he's out of bounds. I was trying to get as many yards as I could and go out of bounds. 27-yard line. First down, 42 seconds to go. We have 2 timeouts. Let's go, boys. Now here's a throw up, ball's caught by Watson. And he got around the guy and got the first down and out of bounds. 35 seconds. And we're inside the red zone. See, now my confidence bad. Let's try to run it now. And yeah, that did not work. Let's call a second timeout. Second down and 12. "31 seconds. We're fine." And now here's a throw. Open is Musgrave. And he's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 2. First and goal, Green Bay. With 25 seconds left in the first half. And this is only a run to Jones. Goal line defense for Dallas. And now here's Jones. Jones is in. And we're back in it. It's 17-13 late in the first half. So despite that pit sits despite those 2 interceptions, one being a pit sits and then the other one leading to a touchdown like 20 seconds later, despite those 2 blunders, we're back within 3. It's 17-14. 7 plays, 75 yards, 33 seconds, because obviously we either call a timeout or we went out of bounds to stop the clock. But they still have 23 seconds, all 3 timeouts for Dallas. And they did the ball after halftime too. But, I mean, that first drive where the Cowboys got a field goal, that was the only drive that actually started, like, in normal position, obviously. Their first touchdown was a pit sits. The second touchdown, they started at R16. So, I mean, I'm not doing this. And also, remember, we had 3 sats in 4 plays and 2 sats on back-to-back plays. So, we'll see. And now here's Pollard. And that could be the end of the first half. I think it will be because 10 seconds left. Neither team calls any timeouts. We're at well, not yet. We are at halftime now. 17-14 Cowboys, and they did the ball after halftime, but the Cowboys also did the ball after halftime, and they're up by 3 at the half, but we're only down by 3. 17-14 Cowboys at the half. Here's Jonathan Coachman. We're fine. Just gotta no more turnovers, and let's see if we can force a turnover or 2. no more turnovers like for us, and hopefully we can force a turnover or two from Dallas. And they had 2 touchdowns. Obviously, one was a pit sit. The other one they started at R16. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys had 2 touchdowns, 1 pit sits, and their second touchdown they started at R16 on that drive. And then obviously their first drive, they had a field goal. Here we go. The wind is blowing against this tip, so in the face of Carlson. But that means in the fourth quarter, the wind will be at the back of Carlson. And that probably will be a touchback. No, it won't be, as he returned it from about 2 yards deep. And that got him to the 22. 21. 5:57 to go in the third quarter. 12 minutes left. See who goes to the Super Bowl and who doesn't. I mean, come on, D. And now here's a throw on a little hitch route. And it's 2nd down and 3. 7 for 9, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown for Prescott. We'll see. I mean, I think we'll be fine. We just got to get the pressure on Prescott. And now here's a run by Pollard, and he stopped. It's 3rd and 3. As I believe he lost the yard or no gain. Here we go, 3rd down. Big 3rd down here. A minute into the third quarter. Pollard to the right of Prescott. And they're going to run it on 3rd and 3, and he got it. Man, why the hell is there such a big hole? 4 rushes, 20 yards for Pollard, but I mean, he got like 10 yards there on 3rd and 3. How the heck is there that big of a hole? Now Pollard to the left of Prescott. Come on. Sack him! And is that a sack? It is a sack. Kenny Clark, loss of 1. And I believe that I dove at him, as I was user in Clark, and that's a sack. So 2nd and 11, although it's only a loss of 1, but it's a sack in the scores book. And now here's a throw up ball's caught. Why in the world is Alexander not darting him? 1st down as he got right at 11 yards, right at the marker, 1st down. We got to keep him out of the end zone. Field goal or less here. And now here's a run. Why the hell is there such a big hole? Halfway through the third quarter, touchdown made to the 2-score game. That's why I said we need to hold the field goal or less. Here we go, empty backfield. Let's get him. And now here's a throw. Pick it off. So at least they broke it up, but that should have been picked off. Pick it off. Here we go, 3rd and 4 from the 44. They're not in range. Well, maybe with the wind. And now there's a throw. It's dropped. Yes! That would have been a 1st down. Will they punt it? Will they go for it? Oh, they're punting it. I mean, I know it would be like a 62-yard field goal, but the wind is 8 miles per hour, blowing at the back of the Cowboys. That has to be a touchback. Touchback. Okay, that almost went out of bounds at the 1 and almost stopped at the 1, but it ends up staying in bounds, going into the end zone for a touchback. And now we have a chance to take the lead. Yeah. I mean, good job by the defense. I mean, it would have been a 62-yard field goal, but the wind was 8 miles per hour blowing at the back, which means it would be blowing with the kick from the Cowboys kicker, but they decided to punt it. And in the end, they were at the 44. We ended up starting at the 20 because they weren't able to stop us. They weren't able to not stop us, but they weren't able to pin us inside the 1 or inside the 5 or whatever. 3rd and 3 now. 15 rushes, 54 yards, and a TD for Aaron Jones. It's a hit at the 1, it stayed in bounds, and then it went in the end zone. I thought that was going to go out of bounds at the 1 or stop at the 1. And now here's Jones on 3rd and 3, wide open. 1st down. This is how we control a game, folks. This is how we take over. Despite the pit sits and then the Nets interception that led to a touchdown, because they started at R16. Despite those 2 blunders, we have the football with a chance to tie it or take the lead late in the third quarter. I'm going to do something just to make sure, because I've seen this happen before. I know it's the third quarter, but I'm going to put the ball carrier to conservatives. We cannot afford to have a fumble or something. So a fumble still could happen, but I want to make sure we have two hands on the football, because we cannot afford to have a fumble. I mean, if they can't stop it, I mean, that's 84 yards on 18 rushes and a TD for Aaron Jones. I'm just going to keep running it, and it runs the clock. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. I mean, this is the season right here. And now here's Jones. It's 2nd down and 7. I'm going to try to run another play, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. No. We entered the fourth quarter. Cowboys up 17-14, but the Packers have the football, and they're on the Cowboys side of the 50. Here we go. We're at the Cowboys 40. 6 minutes to go to determine who goes to the Super Bowl to play the Buffalo Bills. And now, oh man, it's now 3rd and 6. We're at the 39. I believe the wind will be blowing with the kick if we don't get if we try to kick a field goal. If we try to kick a field goal, the wind should be blowing with the kick. And now here's a throw over the middle, and Watson dropped it. Come on, Watson. It's a 56-yard field goal. I'm going to kick it. The wind should be blowing with us. It is, so it's blowing at the back of Carlson to tie the game. And the kick by Carlson is right down Broadway, and we're tied at 17 apiece. If the wind was blowing in the face of Carlson, that might have not been good, but because it's blowing at the back of Carlson, so with the kick, not against it, because the wind was blowing with the kick, that's probably why it was good. So 56 yards for Carlson, 5:25 to go in regulation, 17 apiece here in the NFC Championship game, and that will be a touchback. Here we go, D. Made a stop the last time. Let's see if we can make a stop this time. Let's see if we did a sack, because if we sack them, they're behind the 8 ball, or at least behind the sticks. And now here's a throw. That ball is caught, man. There's guys standing there. Prescott 9 for 13, 118 yards and a TD, which was to, I don't know who it even was. It was after they started at our 16. And now here's a run. Come on! 6 rushes, 46 yards for Pollard. They're at our 49. Under 5 minutes to go in the NFC Championship game. Game on the line, season on the line for both teams. And now here's a run. Come on, you're all right there and you let him get 5 yards. Sorry to it. Can't let it get to me though. 4 minutes in town, and they're at 2nd and 5 from our 44. And they're doing what I did to them. It's now 3rd and 1. They're running it. Here we go, 3rd and a yard. I mean, under center is Prescott. Looks like they have Pollard and like another fullback or right behind them between Pollard and Prescott. And that was like a halfback stretch, and that's a 1st down. 9 rushes, 59 yards for Pollard, 3:15 to go. They're at our 36. Defense, we got to do something. I did not want to do that play. Okay. Audible. 3 minutes. At our 36. Man. Well, they're running it now because the clock is moving. 2nd and 7. We might not have another chance to touch the ball. That's the thing. That's why we got to do a stop. Even if we give up 3 points, we got to make a stop. They're running it because the clock keeps the clock moving. Well, let him go in. Let him go in. So it's a touchdown. Obviously, I ran away with the one dive. Is just let him go in so we have as much time as possible. And the Cowboys take the lead. And the kick is good. 24-17. 7 plays, 75 yards, just over 3 minutes long. But we still have 3 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. 2:21 to go. And this is going to be a return from the 6. And now here's a good return up to the 30. We got 70 yards. And 2:17. Yeah. Well, 2-minute warning. It's 2nd down and 20. Wow, this. If I just didn't, it just again. I mean, here we go. We remember it. It's 4-down territory, so we still have 3 plays. We don't have to do it back all at once. And now here's a throw to Reed. Reed's got the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 48 of the Cowboys as we got it all back in one play. Like I was saying, we had 3 plays to get the 20 yards, but we did it in one. We did it in one play, and we're on the Cowboys side of the 50 and out of bounds. I'm not actually run it here because they might not expect that. Man, I need a better snap than that. Now that's it. We got 10 yards out of that. He's at 98 yards rushing. Man, a high snap and then a low snap. Okay, I'm gonna call it a first time out, but yeah, a high snap and then a low snap. Why can't we just have a normal snap? Second down and 9. And now here's a throw, and it's, I was almost picked off. It's 3rd and 9. Still have 2 plays, though. We have 2 plays. And now here's a throw. Musgrave dropped the ball. I mean, catch the damn ball. Here we go. This is the season. Well, because we have two timeouts. Yeah, it's more than likely the season. Here we go. And now here's a throw, and to Musgrave, and he's got the first down! What a play by Musgrave, as our season's still alive. As I had a heart attack there, because he caught it, and then I had to turn up the field and try to beat him to the first down marker and have the edge, and we got the first down. Oh my God. And now here's a throw, Kraft, the other tight end. 2nd and 3 with at the 18, 1:14 on the clock. So run here. And Jones has got the first down with 1:10 to go. And now here's Jones. Jones at the face mask. That cannot be a hold. Yes, it's a face mask. As that'll bring us maybe a yard closer. As it'll do us from the 3 to the 1. It's 1st and goal from the 1. So it's half the distance to the goal, so we got like a yard out of it, or 2, or a yard and a half. But it's a face mask. It's 1st and goal from the 1. For some reason it says to throw it, but I was like, I'm just going to run it. Even if we don't get in, let's just see. Here we go, and now here's Jones! Jones is in! And the Packers have pulled it off! As we've come back to tie it. 1 minute to go, under 1 minute to go, and we're an extra point away from tying the game. Do I go for 2? Do I? This is because if we don't get it, we lose. If we do get it, we have a chance to win. I'm gonna kick the PAT because I trust our defense. I know the last drive was not good, but I trust our defense. I trust our defense. Tied at 24, 51 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts, but we'll see. I mean, we converted at 4th down to keep our season alive. Here we go. Let's just see if we can hit the overtime. Here we go. Final minute of regulation, tied at 24 in the NFC Championship game. But they only need a field goal, and that will be a touchback. They only need a field goal, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they ran it almost the whole drive last time. I don't think they're going to do that here. Here's a throw! My word, it went right by your head! Dude! How in the world do you not pit that off? Did you see that? How close my guy looked at it and just didn't pick it off. Dude. Oh, that might have just cost us our season. But, like, there's no way. Look at this. 26 could have easily picked it. How do I zoom? I don't even know how to zoom. Oh, here. What in the world? Darnell Savage could easily pick that off for a pit sits, or at least pick it off. Instead, it goes right behind his head. He's lost like he's a Joe Biden, and now they have the ball at the 39-yard line. Sacked him. Dude, pick it off! Yes! Yes! And here's Douglas down the sideline! Can anyone catch him? And the Packers have the lead! Yes! As we picked it off this time! Onto the deflection! And the Packers have the lead with 17 seconds left! Oh my goodness! As this time, as it hit Devondre Campbell's head, popped up in the air, and Rasul Douglas intercepted it for a pit six. I would be yelling right now, but I can't because my mom's sleeping, so I can't scream. But we have the lead. Unbelievable. What in the world? So the previous play, Savage was lost like Joe Biden, didn't pick it off, and that could have easily been a pit six or at least an interception. The next play, it was like the same play. It was a slant to Lamb, and then coming over the middle and not even paying attention was Devondre Campbell. But this time, at least it hit Campbell, although he was lost like Atlantis again. It hit Campbell's helmet, popped up in the air, and Rasul Douglas, who was the hero in that Arizona Cardinals game a few years back, he was a hero in that game, and he possibly could be the hero in this game. As he, after it hit Devondre Campbell's helmet, it popped up in the air. Rasul Douglas picked it off and returned it like 60 yards or whatever for a pit sits and a touchdown. And we had the lead. 17 seconds left. It's not over yet, but that's the first. Both teams have a pit sits in this game. Here we go. They got 75 yards in 17 seconds. They're doing a Hail Mary into a melee of people, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10 seconds. Just make sure you don't have any DPI or anything. Let's get it. And it's another Hail Mary. This should be the last play. Prescott throws it off his back foot, and it's incomplete. Now 3 seconds, and they'll have one more play, barring a defensive foul. And now I'm going to put my man 3 deep up there. Just make sure no one gets behind you. I'm Savage. Here, 3 safeties. Just make sure no PI, don't let him catch it. And now here's a throw, and it's intercepted! And that's your dagger! Here in the heart of Dallas. As the Packers have come into Dallas, beat the Cowboys. As I don't know why Prescott threw that. Like, even if it was caught by the Cowboys, that wasn't going to be anywhere near a touchdown or any chance of any weird deflection where it would be caught and then there would be no one in front of that Cowboys player so he could get in for a touchdown. I don't know why he threw that on that last play, but it was intercepted by Jair Alexander, and that's your dagger. Your NFC Championship game dagger, and the Green Bay Packers are going to the Super Bowl. As we did our revenge on the Cowboys. They beat us last year, but we beat them this year in their building. They beat us last year in their building. This year we beat them again. Not again, but last year they beat us in Dallas. This year we beat them in Dallas in their building on the road. We went into the San Francisco and beat the 49ers, the 1 seed. Then we went into Dallas and beat the 3-seeded Cowboys. And now we're playing the Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. Let's go. 148 yards for Love. He did have 2 interceptions. Both players had both quarterbacks had 2 interceptions, because obviously Prescott threw that one at the end. So both quarterbacks had 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. The only difference is that Jordan Love's QB rating 77.2, Prescott's QB rating 62.9. 154 yards for Prescott, 148 yards for Love. Both quarterbacks, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and also 1 pit sits. But yeah, at one point it was the 4th down, It was 4th down. And season's on the line. It was caught by Musgrave about 5 yards short. It was on like the crossing route. He caught it, and then I turned quickly. He beat the Cowboys player to the edge, was able to get the 1st down. And then the real hero, Rasul Douglas, who was the hero in that Cardinals game in Arizona on Thursday Night Football in the 2021 season, the one he picked off Kyler Murray at the goal line to secure the Packers the win. That was against the Cardinals in the 2021 season. He was the hero in that game, and now he's the hero in the NFC Championship in the NFC Championship game to send Green Bay to the Super Bowl. As Jones 25 rushes, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. Pollard 11 rushes, 95 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, let's just go with the Packers. Who cares about the Cowboys? Musgrave 3 for 35, including that catch for 9-10 yards on 4th down to save our season. So Musgrave 3 for 35, Reed 3 for 48, and that 1 touchdown, which was our 1st touchdown. Kraft 2 for 13, Judy 2 for 43, Watson 1 for 11. Jones had that half that slip screen, 1 for -2, and then Dobbs is on here because he didn't have any catches, but he had 1 drop, so that's why he's on here. And then defense, boys. Sats. Look at that. We had 4 sats. Kenny Clark, Lucas Van Ness, Devontae Wyatt, and T.J. Slayton Jr. And then Kitten, Carlson 1 for 1 with a 56-yard field goal, 4 for 4 on extra points. And then also I forgot to put the interceptions. Alexander had the 1 on the last play of the game. But then Rasul Douglas, a 69-yard, as it says right here, interception return yards, a 69-yard pit sits. The Cowboys were on the edge of field goal range, and that was the play after. That was the play after where the ball was thrown right behind Savage's head, and he was lost like Joe Biden, like Joe Biden was at the debate yesterday. He was just lost, and it went right behind Savage's head. It was caught by Lamb. He ran for, 25. He ran for 40 yards. And then I think they were at our 39-yard line or something like that. And then another throw was another slant to Lamb. And this time, Devondre Campbell wasn't paying attention. Had no idea what was going on. As he was right when Prescott threw it, Campbell was running across the field, but he wasn't even looking at the ball. He was looking at the sideline. But then thankfully, at least he was able to get a piece of it, not intentionally, but the throw ended up hitting the helmet of Campbell, popped up in the air, picked off by Rasul Douglas, and then he returned it 69 yards. So he intercepted it at our own 31-yard line, and then he took it from our own 31-yard line down the sideline. Prescott tried to beat him and tackle him to prevent a touchdown, but Douglas was able to had enough speed to get by Prescott for a 69-yard pit sits. I can't believe what just happened. Because I thought after what happened the previous play with Savage and how he wasn't paying attention and was lost, like Atlantis, I thought the season's over. Because they were at, I believe, R39, and that's on the edge of field goal range. They only needed maybe 5-10 yards to get in field goal range more than likely. And there wasn't that much time left, but they only needed 5-10 yards, give or take, to get in the field goal range. And then obviously the next play, the second play of that drive, the play after Savage looked like he was lost. Campbell was lost, but unlike Savage was lost, but he didn't get a piece of the football. This time Campbell was lost. The ball ended up hitting his helmet. The throw ended up hitting the helmet. Prescott's throw ended up hitting Campbell's helmet, popped up in the air, was picked off by Rasul Douglas, and he went 69 yards for the pit sits, which ended up being the game-winning pit sits, with under 20 seconds to go. As the next episode of the series will be the Super Bowl, as I'm going on a road trip on Monday, July 1st, so this is coming Monday on July 1st, so Monday, July 1st is like a few days from now. And because I'm going on that road trip on Monday, July 1st, which is, like I said, a few days from now, because I'm going on that road trip, the Super Bowl, which will be the next episode of this series, will not be until after our road trip. So the next episode of the series will be the Super Bowl, but I will film and post that video after our road trip. So it will be like 3 weeks, give or take, until the Super Bowl, because I'll be out of town. But I'd rather do the Super Bowl after our road trip because after I got packed and I also want to film an episode of my Face the Franchise series. And here in Madden 24, that will be the next video on this channel, and the next video after that will be the Tour Championship in my PGA Tour 2K23 My Career Series. That will be the next 2 videos on this channel, and those will be the last 2 videos before my road trip, and then once I get back from my road trip, that's when I'll film the Super Bowl. So, like I said, that will be about 3 weeks from now, but stay tuned for that video, as, like I said, that will be about 3 weeks from now, but it will be the Super Bowl, as I will, like I said, be doing the Super Bowl, which will be the next episode of this series. That video, I will not film that video and post that video until after our road trip, so it's fine. I'll see you on the other side. So yeah, the Packers are going to the Super Bowl. 31-24 is the final. Both quarterbacks threw a pick six. At one point we were down 17-7 and then 24-17, but then we tied it at 24, and then Douglas with the game-winning pick six with under 20 seconds to go in the game. And we're playing the Buffalo Bills in Super Bowl 59. I believe Super Bowl 59 is in New Orleans. But yeah, next episode of the series will be the Super Bowl, so stay tuned for that video, as we'll see if I can win Super Bowl here in season number 2 of this Packers franchise. But for now, Packers win the NFC Championship game against the Cowboys, as we get our revenge from last season, as they beat us in the playoffs last year, but this year we beat them in the playoffs in their building. As the final score is 31-24 Packers, as we're going to the big game. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 12 of this Green Bay Packers Madden 24 franchise series. See you in episode number 12. And eat on of bacon. And go Packers, and I'll see you in the Super Bowl. See you then.